Harry Melgers, you were helming on Magic today, another day of two-boat testing for the American team. Conditions looked really nice for what you were doing. There was 11-12 knots of breeze and relatively flat water. What was it like from your experience?
Yeah, it was certainly a really nice day. As you said, like 12 to 14 knots out of the south-southwest, typical Barcelona. It was actually quite a tricky day with the sea state. There's a bit of swell coming from the northeast. We've had a bit of a mistral up in the Gulf of Leon the last few days, so it got pretty big and challenging for us.
What was the difference between the two boats, the two crews today, in terms of performance, would you say?
I mean, it's hard to really tell just stepping off the water, but there was definitely, one boat was struggling a little more than the other in the waves, and we were just doing match racing all day, so we really got to go back and see what the slight differences were.
What's it like to be in the pre-start, in the heat of a pre-start with Tom and Goody on the other boat? It must be pretty exciting, nerve-wracking. How would you describe it?
I'd probably describe it as a little bit of both. It's super fast-paced, and we're learning so much every time we do a pre-start, and we're trying to run through a few different timings and strategies to learn going forward. So.
Did you get the chance to go on the attack today during the pre-start?
Yeah, we were switching back and forth in a few starts. I can't remember how many we did, but I think probably 5 or 6.
How do you feel coming ashore at the end of a day like that? Are you mentally and physically exhausted?
More mentally exhausted than physically. These boats are pretty easy, physically. They're kind of just sitting there pressing buttons, but there's a lot of focus that goes into racing one of these boats, and today was a tricky day with the waves as well, so I'm pretty tired.
Are you finding a big difference between port entry and starboard entry in these boats? Because that first maneuver after you've entered the box is pretty important not to fluff.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, obviously the starboard entry does have to do a maneuver first, unless the timing is weird, but I think mostly the waves were just making it tough today, how they are coming at the angle they were, so typically it wouldn't be too bad.
Let me ask you a question about the other boat, the America. We noticed the mainsail on America had a bit of extra sail area down at the bottom on the back. What can you tell us about that?
I mean, I think that's just the foot fairings that all the mainsails have that you see between the teams. I'm pretty sure we have the same thing on our sail.
Okay, it looked different to us, so maybe we got it wrong.
I'm not really sure about that.
So we're here in Barcelona with Maxime Bachelan, today helming in the Boat Zero in Portside. South winds today with a non-symmetrical sea. Can you please break down the day for us?
Yeah, so it was an interesting day here in Barcelona, but we enjoyed it a lot because the wave was not on the axis of the wind and quite swelly, about 1 meter swell. So it was quite challenging for the team, as well for the power group, making a lot of power because we were needed to trim quite a lot the sails. And so yeah, interesting day, and we enjoyed it a lot.
Before start sailing, 3 technicians get on board to make some checks, and then also after the first 20 minutes they came back. What happened there?
Yeah, we just had at the beginning of the day a small issue on the electronics. Just the connector was disconnected and nothing major, and we fixed it very fast, so it was not a problem for the day.
Today you made a couple of starts training. Do you have any different structure strategies depending on different factors, like happens in example with cornering in a football match, or you just flow depending on the position from where the other boats are, the wind, etc.?
Yeah, we are trying to replicate a bit what we do on the AC40 that we were sailing in Jeddah this winter, and trying to do a bit of the same move, and just with the big boat, that's taking a bit more time to do maneuver, but it's the goal to be as tight as possible on the circling and trying to handle the boat as much as we can. And for sure we can't wait to have the boat one to see if it's way easier than this one on boat zero.
Today you were sailing against the chase boat. How do you manage with the penalties? Do you have any kind of software to manage that?
We just spoke on the com about what's happening on the racing course with the chase, and it's always good for the team to have them. It's very interesting on the way to react on the contacts and how to play with the rib. We have it as well on the start, and it's helping us a lot to imagine that's another boat.
So yesterday night was a big bomb that the boat one was coming. It was said that she has beautiful lines and is so radical, but she's going to come naked. And you will need to dress her once here. Will you use the same foil sail system from boat zero as a strategy to get used to her?
Sorry, I cannot answer that, how we will do the boat one. But we as a team, all the team can't wait to receive it on the base and sitting on it, and I hope it will be the fastest as possible.
We as well, we're looking forward to make a big wow when we are seeing her here.
Helm on board the LQ12 today. Rogi, tricky condition with a significant offset between some swell and wind. How did you feel the day?
Yeah, it was not an easy day. For sure we had very tricky condition, big waves, long swell, and the wind coming from everywhere because of this thunderstorm going around. But I think we used the best of the day. We tried also to do some starts, and yeah, it was a good day and some good learnings.
According to the rules, there is a delay of 2 seconds. There will be a delay of 2 seconds in the boat performance number, which you will see on your screens. Is that something you've implemented in the LQ12 system already, or will you be looking at the S75 with it?
No, not yet. For the moment, we are using the data as they are coming. So, yeah, let's see. Maybe in the future, if this will make such a big difference, or we can we can do anyway with the numbers and with the feeling we have.
Yeah, there is probably a steep learning curve on match racing the past weeks of two-boat testing. What was your takeaway from today?
But for sure, every day and every start is a big learning for us. I'm pretty sure the whole guys are training us pretty well, and they are of course getting trained on these small boats. So yeah, for us, it's every day we go in the water, and every start we try to take the best out of it and learn as much as we can. To be honest, for me, it's 20 years match racing, learning, put it together in 3 weeks. So it's a big week, and every day it's a good learning.
Roger, on the performance of the two yachts, did any yacht have an edge today?
I think the AC40 has a bit of an edge today in this big sea state, but more or less we were pretty similar.
Roger, ci lasci un commento per i supporter della Rossa.
Ciao ragazzi, forza Luna Rossa!